murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials.
Smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Houston Texans. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. On first down, it's Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And all the way down to the 26. A huge play there right off the bat. 53 yards. That was so well timed. Just a perfect throw on the slam.
Hit him on the move, didn't he? Now he's going against the grain of the defenders coming over to try and stop him. That allowed for that additional yardage downfield.
Here's Watson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Danico Autry in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
What's up, Shogun? Where you been at, folks?
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Back to throw, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Now, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Colts pick it up.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess, and it's third down.
Motherfuckers quarantine like a motherfucker.
Check out. 1, 622. Single, slot. Hey, you're on the...
Out of the gun, Luck. That's complete to Marlon Mack. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Now a first down throw. Locke. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line. This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Monday.
On first down, it's Locke. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Here's Locke. It's caught by Funchess. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. They'll run here.
Oh, my God.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Marlon Mack, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
I just sound like 7.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT.
Yeah, I ain't worried.
And that makes the
Watson
score
fumbled
7-0.
in the red zone.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Boy, they DB's so trash. I don't know what the hell you see.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
It's out good. He's going to be mad.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that back? That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I saw it with one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? And he said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
It should be 30 out of 32 right now. I should have been 30.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, let's go. Strong right. I got you.
From the gun, here's Lott. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. A shotgun snap for Lott. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive tunnel.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people worry about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
On first down, Muhammad. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 9-7 our score. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll try the air now with Watson. He's got Fuller pushing his way through. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Should be a touchdown.
On first down, Watson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Daniel Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score.
Something like that, 89, some shit like that.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Luck. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Luck. And he's got his man Broughton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Man, I don't give a fuck about none of that.
Go ahead. 51. Hey, let's get some penetration here.
They run with Hines. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Luck Funches has it complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Luck. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a 1st down as he stopped at the 48.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what did they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how did they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner.
Check 50, check 50. Shoot. Big dance. Come.
They'll run on 1st down. Muhammad.
Getting loose.
He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 98 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the 1st half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
From the 38, Luck. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 of his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Oh, they didn't give me the touchdown.
End zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
I thought I was in.
Throwing again is Watson. Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Justin Houston has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long, it's Watson.
Damn, bro.
Here as he's taken down.
Look at
Justin Houston in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay. And that one, all Packers right now. They've scored again. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. This is Hines. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Your trip ends here.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Don't say nothing.
On 1st down, it's Hines. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And down to the 7-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 47 yards. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 3-yard line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Oh,
and
my
he's
God.
into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton with touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys are able to pull a bit closer. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And that trims the lead down to 9. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
It's all good. Nah, they spin all over.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Oh, my God,
with as
bro.
much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson.
What?
That'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense,
Bro,
they'll make you
I
pay a
did
little
catch
bit.
on a
They
run,
certainly
too.
will. They react very
Run
quickly
after
to the
that.
thrown football.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 23. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Around the NFL, they're in the 2nd quarter at Lambeau. The gap has widened there. The Packers have scored again. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now Luck. He completes this one to Mack. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there just before halftime. 53 yards.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
That nigga rolled me, man. Save me twice. He running all the time down. That's cool with me.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Love.
Fuck is you talking
And it's
about,
intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Justin Reed. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first
nigga? See me
half.
circle back for that motherfucker. Ooh, he ride.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground again here. He's going to have the first down past the 20 and all the way up to the 21-yard line. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Everything. You gonna fumble that bitch up today.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On 2nd and 9.
Oh, my.
A good throw here, finding Pascal. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Luck on first down. And the catch made by Hilton. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Back to throw. Luck. Now a hit and Luck lost the football.
They let him pick his fumble back up.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Flush to it. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Whitney merciless. Picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
I wasn't even trying to be.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
He got to. It's got to be. It got to be cover 3 or cover 1.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. And Stills bringing it in. That one covers 29 yards. First down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Check 31, check 31. Slam, leg.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the twist. He's coming. Hey, look, 3.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Trying to get it that time to Stills.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They go again with Muhammad. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Right in the ass, hopefully, right here.
26. 50 the mark. Hey, man.
Now Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2. Out of the gun, Watson. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score.
Hey, folks, he's excited for this game, too.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, baby.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
His reaction in
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
That's a pick.
Throw here
That's
secured by his running back
Come
out
on
of the backfield.
now,
And to the 32-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Rebound, 132 fighter.
Now a first down throw. Luck.
Big stop, big stop, let's go.
And this is going to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's one.
Oh, I thought that was a pick.
Right side to Funchess. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Luck now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Again, Luck. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. From the 17, Luck taken in by the tight end Doyle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Luck defers to Mack, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Mack. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
You draw Corker.
Now Luck on 3rd and goal. That's into the hands of Pascal. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on fourth.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation...
Oh, the ball is out.
Oh, my God, bro.
And he takes it in for a Colts score.
Worse.
Vinatieri now for the point after.
Bro,
And
it
the
didn't
lead
even
is
let me.
trimmed down to 10. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
What team you got, Tez?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your team there playing keep away. First downs, they can't touch the ball.
All right, you talking about you and Dubo.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. He can run for it, and he will. He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. On 1st and 10, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
I know, right?
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. Andrew Luck, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago when he was comeback player of the year, and he needs another one right now if he wants a Colts victory. From just shy of midfield, Luck, it's caught by Funchess. And he'll go down shy of 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a first down. On first down, it's Luck.
Oh, my God.
Wide open, complete. A good pickup there at 22. They'll run on first down. Hines. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd and 2, Luck. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton. His second touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. He's got a man.
Better had gave me that one after that.
They'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now, Watson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Back to the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Bro, there's no way.
And take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
Folks
Watson
running
now 11-15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. Stepping up, he'll try and run. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
26, Mike. 26.
Now it's Watson. Flushed out right. And that's intercepted. It's Darius Leonard, the 2018 Defensive Rookie of the Year. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Whitney Merciless in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. One last throw here for Locke. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. And Charles, in this one, the fourth quarter became a lot more interesting, I know, than I anticipated. Probably you anticipated. A comeback bid falling just a little bit short.
You're never supposed to count a team out, and I know we didn't on air, but mentally, I just didn't see this type of a comeback, especially one that put them in a position to put the real pressure on them down the stretch.
So for Houston, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.